Florida State got beat up by Boston College and has now had a very slow start to this season. So slow that the idiots on television and social media are throwing out the name Deion Sanders as a potential candidate to when Shador and Travis leave. Maybe Deion takes his gimmick to Florida State. You think that's a possibility? I don't.
You know, this has become the quintessential Jason Whitlock Fearless segment. Caitlin and Prime. I'm this right here. this wraps it all up. Jason, doesn't Deion now not even acknowledge Florida State as his alma mater? Didn't he graduate from some school online classes that he took as his
Daytona University gave him a degree or something like that. I can't remember.
Right. So does he now suddenly identify himself as a Seminole? Because he hasn't in the last 4 to 5 years. Here's what I find interesting. He has a lot of ex-players come into camp, like Warren Sapp. Either they coach or they talk. Ed Reed came in a couple of weeks ago. I don't see or have heard of a lot of his ex-teammates at Florida State come talk to his team unless I missed the visit of Leroy Butler or Terrell Buckley. I just find it very strange that there's almost Derek Brooks, who's an all-time great. I mean, there's been this very, very peculiar estrangement between Florida State and Deion, and I think it stemmed from the fact that they didn't really look at him the last time as they hired Mike Norvell. But maybe if they're that desperate. But here's the issue, though. Is Deion Sanders willing to more or less build this program from the ground up with high school recruits? Jason, one of the issues that people have with Mike Norvell is he went very portal heavy. There is not a great foundation of high school recruiting on that team. And if you look at some of those losses they took to the NFL draft, Jordan Travis was a transfer. Johnny Wilson was a transfer. Jaheim Bell, their tight end, very productive, transfer. Keon Coleman, transfer. So that is a bit of a mercenary program. And Deion, if there's ever a guy that puts together a band of mercenaries, it is him. So does Florida State really do they think that star power can overcome all of that?
Well, this is what I think is crazy. Didn't Florida State go undefeated just a year ago? There's nothing better at the end of a long day than sitting down in your favorite easy chair with a glass of your favorite whiskey. And hey, if it turns out that with every glass, you're helping to support a great American cause, doesn't get much better than that, doesn't taste much better than that. It's time to chart your own course with Flying Ace whiskeys from Craft Co. Inspired by generations of American aviators and proudly made right here in the United States, Flying Ace is not only making amazing whiskeys, they're also committed to supporting our brave troops and their families through their partnership with Folds of Honor. They're providing scholarships to families of America's fallen or disabled, and these scholarships allow families to begin to chart their own new course. After experiencing great sacrifice, Flying Ace whiskeys are American proud because they're American made, and they're American proud because they're helping to support our heroes and their families. Don't wait around. Today's the day to get your own and see what all the hype is about. Buy online at flyingacesspirits.com. Use the promo code AMERICA to get free shipping. That's Flying Aces, Ace with an S at the end, spirits.com. Promo code AMERICA for free shipping.
They were 13-0, and when they didn't make the playoffs, all of the guys said, I'm out. And they lost 63-3 to Georgia in the Orange Bowl. Yes.
Yes. And so I get they've had a rough start this year, but they just went 13-0. So if someone thinks Deion's going to come to Florida State and do better than 13-0 in any season, I just got to see it. So I think we're a little quick with the hook here. The guy went 13-0 a year ago. And then two, I think it's very telling and this is the kind of comment that gets me into trouble, but it's like the people that know Deion the best are the people that want nothing to do with him in terms of coaching and football. And so I guarantee you, and I'm sorry but I'm just keeping it real. The reason why Florida State wouldn't gift Deion a degree the way whatever this university is because when Deion was at Florida State, he didn't go to class. He didn't take academics seriously. And Florida State's just like, hey, man, we're just not going to give you a degree just because you're Deion Sanders. Now, trust me, Deion feels like he's owed that because I know a lot of these guys, all I did for the university, all the money they made off me, blah, blah, blah. They should give me this. They owed this whole entitlement deal. Deion's one of the most entitled people in the world. And if I was Florida State, I would stay away from Deion. And they have so far. And the people out here running around talking about Deion should go back to Florida State. I can't wait till next Monday. And really, I can't wait till Saturday night. And because then we're going to find out. And we may find out like, hey, Deion built something good at Colorado. That's not what I'm expecting, but it could happen. They could beat up Nebraska and reveal themselves to be like, okay, this might be an 8-9 win team. Or they may get beat up and we'll be like, okay, why are we talking about the last place coach in the Pac-12 should replace? So Deion finished last in the Pac-12 last year. Mike Norvell finished 13-0 last year, but Deion should replace Mike Norvell.
Look, there is a prisoner of the moment aspect here. I have a question, though. So what are you looking forward to more? Nebraska hosting Colorado or Caitlin Clark's next game?
Caitlin Clark's next game is Wednesday. It's tomorrow. And so that would be a difficult. If I could only watch one of those.
Right.
I'm gonna keep it real. If they ever go head to head and I have to choose, I'm man.
Come on. You know what it is.
No, I really don't.
You only get 12 Colorado games. Yeah. That's the thing.
I would watch Colorado. I would watch Colorado over Caitlin Clark. Is Saturday's the 7th? Is that right?
Yes, and I think they play on NBC prime time.
Yeah. I'm just making sure it doesn't conflict with my Caitlin Clark schedule. So she plays on Friday and Sunday, not on Saturday. So there we have it. If you enjoyed that video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss a moment of Fearless.